Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Homeworld 3, shall we? Heathrun. Good evening, my friend, good to see you. Alright, so I've never played Homeworld 3. This will be our first time giving this game a shot on the channel. And I haven't played a Homeworld game since the first Homeworld. So it has been a while. Now, let me see. One moment. I'm going to do the tutorial because I want to learn how to play. I have heard that the tutorial is not the best in the world, but we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to go new campaign right here. Launch tutorial. Play the tutorial before beginning the campaign? Absolutely.
Training will begin with reviewing and testing fleet functionality necessary for future missions.
All right. Hey, Siloom. Chickens, good evening.
Mission goals are expressed as objectives. Missions may require multiple objectives to be accomplished, either linearly or concurrently.
Okay.
Situational awareness is key for control over the battlefield.
All right. Camera look and rotation. To look around with the camera must be engaged by pressing and holding right-click. If using modern controls, which we are, the camera will look around the camera's current point of view. Jimmy, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. If using legacy controls, or if focused on any object, the camera will orbit around the camera's focus point. Right-click plus moving will look or orbit in any direction. Okay.
Practice rotating your view.
So you can see here I am moving the
Rotate
camera
your view
around.
to get a better angle of the mission area. Center the view on the mothership.
Okay. There's
Now
that mothership.
to look at the asteroid bay.
I guess there's the asteroid bay.
And now rotate your view to look at the friendly carrier.
The friendly carrier. Is it over here? Oh, they're telling me it's... oh, it's up here. Okay.
Next is moving your view. Attempt this now.
Alright, so WASD will move around. And you can use E and Q to move the camera up and down. If the setting for camera translation is always active is off, the camera must be engaged by pressing and holding right-click. Press and hold Shift to increase the movement speed. Additionally, the camera can be moved directly if desired. The arrow keys will directly move the camera. Okay. So let me just experiment with this. So you can see with right-click, I'm kind of moving around, and then I can move up and down like so, forward and back like this.
Move your view to closely view the nearby asteroid bay.
Okay. So I'm
Finally, adjust the height of your view to gain or reduce elevation in the mission area.
uh-huh. Vertical camera movement, sure. There you go, buddy.
Attempt to gain a close view of the Allied carrier above now.
Okay. We'll look at the Allied carrier. Camera zoom. Mouse wheel will zoom the camera forward and backward. If in orbit mode, pressing both right-click and left-click while moving the mouse up or down will also zoom the camera in and out. If using modern camera controls, the zoom input will translate the camera forward or backward infinitely. If using legacy controls, bah. Yeah, Heathrun, doesn't it look great? It reminds me...
Command can accomplish the same task, albeit more easily. Try this now.
Oh yeah, the zoom camera is pretty cool.
At any time, the mothership can be quickly returned to via a dedicated command. Try this now.
There are a few built-in shortcuts to quickly select important units. It reminds me of Homeworld 1, and when I got Homeworld 1, and this was 20-something years ago, it looked so good. And obviously this looks much better, but definitely feeling the vibes of the first game. So I can press tilde to cycle every unit in the fleet, home to cycle between all production-capable units, F1 is a valid unit like the mothership, F4 all military units, F5 every strike craft, F6 every corvette unit, F7 for all frigates, F8 every capital. Press tilde to select every utility vehicle, and press Control period to select every resource controller in the fleet. Now, why is tilde bound twice? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I can push, F1 to target the mothership. I just kind of pushed it twice and it moved it over there. Pressing space or clicking on the button at the lower center of the heads-up display will toggle the Sensors Manager view. Sensors Manager view is a streamlined visualization of the area of operations. Surface details are simplified, color gamut is restricted, and units are viewed as class icons. This provides a broad overview of the entire area, allowing macro decisions to be made easily. Okay.
The Sensors Manager is critical for quickly surveying the entire mission area all at once.
Toggle this by pressing space. There it is.
The direction of critical positions in the mission area will be shown on the sensors gyro.
The directional gyro. Okay, yep, I see it down there. The directional gyro is the spherical display located at the lower center of the screen. Important locations or objects are indicated via arrows that appear on the surface of the directional gyro sphere. As the camera moves and rotates, the sphere and the arrows remain locked to the environment's orientation. There are 3 types of indicator arrows. Combat indicators are red by default and point toward a combat zone. Combat zones are where your units or allied units have engaged hostile units. Okay. Alright, so red is combat. Objective markers are yellow and point towards any active objective marker. And the flagship indicator is green by default and points toward the flagship of the current fleet. This is often the mothership. Okay.
The first marker shows the direction of the mothership. This second marker points towards objectives and related points of interest.
Okay.
Finally, the last marker indicates the direction of any combat events currently underway.
All right, so looks like
the
maybe...
Sensors Manager allows you to see the positions of the fleet, as well as their line of sight. Orders can also be issued from this view. All units have a sensors range, their effective sighting radius as a sphere around them. Units outside this range are usually undetectable, and these areas are the dark fields of the Sensors Manager. All units have differing sensors range. Spreading ships out, or building units that specialize in high sensor range, can provide crucial information on enemy positions.
Okay.
Resources are highlighted with triangular points of interest.
Oh yeah, I can see the resources.
Time, a tactical pause can be issued. Use this to your advantage to plan or issue orders under high stress or time-critical situations.
Okay. The tactical pause system allows the gameplay speed to be adjusted or virtually paused at any time during gameplay. All actions are still available, including selecting units, issuing orders, and queuing production. This is good for me because I'm not good at real-time strategy games. To toggle between current gameplay speed and virtual pause, press P. To adjust the speed of gameplay, use pause and the mouse wheel. To increase or decrease speed, it's done in 25% increments. Okay, so I can push...
Initiate and then cancel a tactical pause now.
Alright, so I've basically paused the game by pushing P, and I can see, you know, a little bit of what's going on. I can zoom way out. Wow, look at how much information I have. You see these, like, asteroid fields way over here. All of these, you know, frigates just chilling right here, looking good. Here is the asteroid with the bay, and we can kind of move around and get in there if we want. Yeah. Oh boy, I went inside. And we're going through. We're checking on the ships that are in here. Okay, I'm going to back out. And we will unpause it.
Note that while paused, units cannot react to orders. Likewise, objectives cannot be completed.
Okay.
Operation speed can be reduced by intervals of 25% using the dedicated command. Try this now.
Alright, so I could slow it down. Got it.
Before beginning operations, we will focus on the mothership.
Focus on it. Alright, press center mouse button or F to focus the camera on the selected objects. Focusing on an already focused object brings the camera in closer. Alternatively, Alt and left click on an object to focus the camera on it without changing the current selection. Performing this action on terrain moves the camera to the terrain. So let's see what the example...
With a dedicated command to enter a focused view. Try this now.
Alright, let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to select the carrier, and I'm going to hold anywhere. Okay, I'm going to drag and make a box, right? And then I'm going to push F to focus on it. Or push middle again. That's interesting. But what if I push Alt F? So if I have the mothership... Okay, Alt F goes back to what I had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the mothership, and I'm going to push F.
Command to focus on the mothership.
I did it.
When ships have been focused on, your view will be set to orbit around the subject. Attempt to orbit your view around the mothership with it in focus.
Okay, I've got it right here. It's in focus. Rotate the camera while focused on a unit. Alright, so... Oh, I see. Okay, so it's selected so I can move...
Also be zoomed in and out from the subject. Try this now.
I can move the camera in and out, like, and around the focused subject. That's cool. Alright. Mothership looking good.
Now for commands. All unit operations begin by designating a unit to issue orders to.
Hey, morning stars. Good evening, my friend. I know, isn't it? It looks so good, and yes, that's what I thought too, was that the, earlier ones looked amazing, and they just keep getting better. To manually select a unit, either left-click directly on the unit or its tactical class icon, or press and hold the left mouse button and drag the cursor to create a box. When this is released, any units inside the bounds will be selected. Press and hold Shift when selecting a unit to add it to the current selection. Instead of replacing the current selection, double-click with left on a unit to select all on screen of that type, or control-click to do the same. To clear the current selection, either left-click on empty space or create an empty bandbox or just press Escape. Note that when selecting multiple units, military priority is active. If the potential selection includes both military and non-military units, only military units will be selected.
Start by selecting the resource controller.
Okay. So I see him.
Not all ships are combat vessels, but each class of ship has a unique role, function, and set of abilities. The mothership is a slow but well-armored shipyard, capable of fending off rudimentary threats on its own. The resource controller's resource ability is used to harvest resource units, RUs, primarily from resource patches found in asteroids or structural debris.
To produce additional units for the fleet, or research new technology to enhance the existing fleet, resources are required. Resources can be found in asteroids, in containers, or on the surface of ancient megalithic structures. To harvest resources, select a resource controller, then click on or press the hotkey of the resource ability button to have the resource controller automatically search for and harvest resources. Alternatively, select a resource controller and tap right-click on a harvestable object to begin resourcing that specific object. All right.
Additional resource controllers allow the collection of RUs from multiple resource sites at the same time. With the resource controller selected, begin a resource operation.
All right, so H, or click on the resource ability button to automatically begin resource gathering. Okay, so I see that they have a salvage button, a stop, a guard, and a move button, but I don't see the button that they're describing. Select them with a dedicated command. Okay, wait. And then I push H.
Begin a harvest operation with the new resource controller.
Okay.
Go ahead, send.
Oh, here we go. So the deal is like,
Setting up for escort.
there they go.
Nav link is open.
I didn't want both of them selected. I think I only wanted one. I don't know why, but
Controller lead. Data link established. Get ready for the most exciting post in the fleet.
all right, here they go. They're going to go gather resources. Are you
Send
good?
your message. The harvester must still be targeted to issue it a command. These RUs will be used in further ship production and research. Resource controllers are unarmed and should be protected. While very vulnerable, they have several additional uses, including recovering mission vital objectives in the AO, and in some circumstances, even capturing enemy ships.
Okay.
Growing the fleet is essential for every operation.
Research. Some units and their abilities require research before they can be produced or used. Research can be done via the Build Management panel. Hovering the cursor over an entry will display research prerequisites, if any. Press B or click Build and Research in the upper right-hand corner of the screen to access the Build and Research Management panel. Pressing B multiple times will cycle between production-capable units if there is more than one available in the fleet. If there is only one, pressing B will toggle the panel on and off. Press Ctrl B to directly toggle the panel on and off regardless of the number of production-capable units available. Left-click on the Upgrade button underneath either a unit or unit category to expand or collapse the research available for that unit or class. Left-click to begin research and middle mouse to pause research and right mouse to cancel research. Okay.
Open the Build and Research command interface to begin unit production.
All right, so I pushed B.
In some instances, technology must be researched before production can begin.
Okay.
Recon strike craft are now available. Research in order to produce a small contingent of ships for the fleet.
Okay, so I can click on the recon entry, which is over here, and build it. You can see I have 1,250 of whatever this triangular resource is. Maybe they're just called resources. And my resource collector or resource controllers are kind of like mining these things, and you could see my number going up.
Performed through the associated command interface.
So I'm just going to click on recon. You can see it filling up there. And it's being done on the mothership. So the line is connecting to the mothership. I'm at full speed, by the way. I don't know if I can go faster than this.
Research.
Now that the technology is available, the fleet can be reinforced.
Reinforce it. Produce units to grow the fleet to improve the ability to respond to the type and scope of engagements. Press B or click on the Build and Research button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen to access and build Research Management panel. Okay. No, we already did this, didn't we? Let's see. But it does, I mean, this was what we did for research. It was the same command. But then it says left click on an entry to begin it, or you can shift click to queue a batch of units simultaneously. Okay. Unit categories can be expanded or collapsed by clicking on them. The active production unit can be changed using the arrows or the drop-down menu. Clicking on the unit portrait will select the active production unit. Double-clicking it will focus the active production unit. So I'm going to...
Ships and carriers specialize in unit production.
Okay.
Larger or more powerful ships take longer to build, as well as more resources. If the fleet runs out of resources, production will stall during its creation.
All right, so it says click on the recon entry to research the unit. All right. And then once it's researched, click again to build it. So we'll do recon. We're researching it. Hold shift when selecting a ship to build to queue multiple ships of that type.
Recon production complete.
All right, so we've already researched it. I think we just say, I'm going to do 10 like that. So our shift was in increments of 5. That's fine.
We'll need a contingent of recon strike craft.
All right. So I'm doing that. Where do they go when they're finished? Is this them? Yeah, that's the recon. Where are they going? Did I select like a... There they go. I didn't know if I made some kind of like little area. They're just going nearby. Looking good. Alright, so I've got 6 selected currently.
Recon strike craft can be constructed through the build and research interface.
You got that right. Alright, we got enough.
Military units can be selected for orders like non-military ones, but all military units can be selected at once through the dedicated command.
Okay.
Try this now.
Select all military units with the dedicated command. Press, well, F4.
Move the contingent of recon ships to the marked point to scout beyond our position.
Alright, so to issue a movement order, select at least one unit capable of moving, then tap right on a surface to issue the movement order to that location. Alternatively, click on or press the hotkey of the movement ability button or press right-click in empty space to activate the movement disk. With the movement disk active, move the mouse to indicate how far the unit should move, then press and hold left and drag the mouse to adjust the height of the destination, then tap left to issue the movement order. To cancel the movement or deactivate, press escape or right-click. Okay?
Our units can take advantage of terrain as a shield against oncoming threats. During combat, pilots will attempt to take advantage of whatever cover is nearby, but giving them path directions that take advantage of cover can be paramount to mission success.
Oliver, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. So they're telling me to hide behind this asteroid, I guess. I'm going to right-click it and just watch my units move.
Setting scan vector.
Look at these dudes.
Units can also be directed to positions out in open space.
All right. Move recon strike craft. So press V in empty space to activate the movement disk. Okay. Move the cursor away from the selected units and press left. Oh boy. To give him a move order. Interesting. Look at this. Okay, so I'm going to have him, like, move over here.
Move the recon strike craft to the designated location.
Where's... Oh, here it is, right here. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to drag it down to the right height. And then I'm going to click. And I think they'll move there.
Tracking in. EOS feed stable.
There they go. They're moving.
Attention. Hostile presence detected ahead.
Uh-oh. To attack one or more hostile targets, select a unit capable of attacking, then press and hold Control left-click and drag the mouse to create an attack bounding box, then release to attack any targets inside the bounds of that box. Alternatively, select a unit capable of attacking, then tap right on a hostile target to attack the target. Press attack, then tap left on terrain to attack to move to that location. After defeating enemies in their path, the units will carry on to the assigned location. or press the move hotkey, hold control, then press left using the movement disc to attack move to the location clicked. Okay.
Recon, direct our units to engage the hostile presence.
Alright. I'm going to pause so I can just kind of do my thing and be nice and slow about this. So here's my units. And I think it's appropriate, by the way, like if we move up, we have the flying V formation from the Mighty Ducks. It's incredibly powerful, and we've taught them to fly. And we're going to take down the target over here. So I've got everybody selected still. It says in the bottom left, 11 units selected. That's my military units. And I can probably just right-click on this probe to give them an order. Now, it won't do anything. It won't register because I have the game paused, but you see that red line? I'm pretty sure we're good. Let's watch them go. I'm just going to push F twice to focus the camera on my friends, and then we're going to rotate around and watch the insanity.
Copy. Pushing.
Destroyer in range.
Target destroyed.
They took care of that probe. It's gone. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have actual ship coming. They're coming in. So we can press and hold control and left click to select this bounding box, and we'll attack all of these targets. We do have them selected properly. Now, I have the game paused, but I do kind of want to take a look at these jerks. What do we got here? Oh boy. Alright, now their ships look actually kind of cool. Here we go. Let me go back to my ships. Now my ships look the same, they're just got different coloration. Okay, so what we're going to do is unpause the game and just go get them.
Locking up strike craft.
I'm going to go super slow-mo. Now, are my people coming? Are they going to come back around? Oh, yes, they are. Look at this. Super slow-mo battle. You see them, like, leaning back around. They're like, we're coming for another pass on these jerks. All right. I'm going to hold P and just kind of speed it up a bit. Oh. They got us.
It's out of ante. Readjust.
Readjusting. Get him. We got one down. Alright, I'm going to speed it up. Let's go full speed. Let's watch this space battle happen.
It's pulling out of scope.
We have a ship that's been taking some damage. Uh-oh.
Ion engaging. Vector is clear.
Clear the vector. Alright, they're looping back around.
That did it.
One down. One left. So this one guy at the very end is getting wrecked. Everybody else is okay. High speed, cheap harassment scout. Indeed. Get him.
Check your lead.
Alright, let's hope. Let's see if our scout dies. Don't die. Oh god.
My shot.
Man, we stink. Like, why are you not shooting it?
Ops, update for you.
Hit it.
Target site is locked in and looking great. Expect materials up to
We got it.
hit position secured. Ship behavior can also be controlled through formations and stances.
Okay. Formations organize units into certain shapes or arrangements. Certain formations may be more or less beneficial depending on the task being carried out by the units in formation. To put units into formation, first select at least 2 units, then either left-click on the formation button in the selection panel to cycle between available formations, or right-click on the formation button to bring up a direct selection menu of possible formations, then left-click on one of the icons. With at least 2 units selected, press / to cycle through all available formations.
Start a new formation.
Okay, So I'm going to push F4 to just select everybody, and then we're on Delta and a V-shaped formation. So Delta is the flying V. Effective in keeping ships spread out to minimize area of effect damage. So we can, push the slash button to cycle.
Formations change how ships align themselves in relation to one another.
We did the wall.
Formations can affect grouping, ability to focus fire damage, and even vulnerability to certain weapon types.
That's interesting.
In addition to placing units in formation, behavior can be fine-tuned through stances.
The wall is pretty sweet. It looks like kind of what, Nova Corps, Nova Prime did to try to stop the Kree invasion. It didn't work, but it was a good attempt. Stances affect how units behave, particularly when in formation. To change a unit's stance, first select at least one unit, then either left-click on the stance button. Okay, so this is like their, attack AI or whatever. And then you could cycle through them using the bracket keys. There's aggressive. Units attack and pursue opponents on sight. Pursue if engaged. Passive. Units respond to attackers in weapon range if engaged, but they will not pursue or engage on their own. Or neutral. They attack on sight so long as weapon range is satisfied, but they only pursue when attacked. Okay.
Stance influences many factors, including unit formations, attack patterns, and cover usage.
We're going aggressive. Oh my. Okay, I went to aggressive and we immediately...
Allied ships inbound.
We're going trail.
Target zeroed. Watch for support copy.
Oh, look at this. I'm going claw formation. I don't even know if it's good. It just sounds good. Give him the claw. Oh, are these my ships too? Look, these interceptors are letting them have it. So the scouts that I have are not very good. Oh, they're all dead. I was going to slow-mo it so I could see my interceptors.
Hostiles destroyed. Transferring command of the Allied interceptor strike craft to you now.
Well, thank you very much. All right. Yeah, the paint job is...
Your ships have suffered casualties. Replace and reinforce the fleet as resources become available.
I will.
Units can be quickly repaired by sending them to dock with either the mothership or a carrier. Dock with the carrier now.
Okay. So I'm going to select everybody. And we're going to just
We are in position.
go over there. Sorry, F4.
Send message.
Hit it.
Rolling in for SO. What's the word, lead?
Here they come. I right-clicked on it. I think that works. Yeah, here they go. So they're going to dock up and hopefully get restored. With strike craft or corvette selected. Oh, no, you have to press dock, which is G. There they go.
Interceptors are stacked and ready. As mentioned prior, carriers can also build units. Switch to the newly transferred carrier
There they go.
menu to begin unit production from it. To bolster our fleet, build additional interceptors from the carrier now.
Okay. So they want me to build 5 interceptors. So we just shift-click that. How many did I... Anyway. It looks like I'm building 6, but I'm not sure about that.
Receiving.
Alright. Well, I'm building stuff.
Research complete.
Oh, no, that was just researching it. That's why I couldn't build more. Okay. There's shift-click for 5. There we go. I had to research the interceptor first. Okay.
carrier. Be certain to designate the carrier from the build panel.
Oh, whoops. Carrier.
Comms open.
From the carrier. He's like, you built it from the wrong thing, you jerk. I did.
While carriers can't build capital ships, they're more mobile than the mothership and can quickly reposition themselves across a battlefield.
Okay. We're getting there. It's good to know shipping containers will be with us forever.
Interceptor production complete.
Bolstering unit numbers is only one way to reinforce the fleet. New abilities for units can also be researched, which will give units extra utility or an edge in battle. Begin researching the ability upgrade for interceptors.
Okay. So, I guess I can just click on this upgrade thing. Interceptor Overcharge Research. Allows the unit to gain a temporary damage boost at a cost to its hull armor. It costs 500 resources and takes 45 seconds. We'll just go ahead and do that. Look at my resources just bleeding away. We can deal with it.
Send message.
So I had a bunch of units. Here's some recon ships. But where did the rest of my ships go that were on the carrier? Wonder how I get to those. We'll find out.
Interceptor reads.
Oh no, they're all here. Maybe I was just imagining it. I thought I had, yeah, 11 recon. I just only see 1, 2, 3.
Once researched, the technology is made available for all units it applies to.
Okay.
Most units will not use their abilities automatically and must receive direct orders. With good timing, this can turn the tide of an operation.
Okay.
Test the newly researched ability now.
Activate an interceptor's overcharge ability. Alright, I'm going to select the interceptor and just push overcharge.
The ability will be active for a short period of time before going on cooldown. Using unit abilities frequently will give you an advantage in battle.
Okay.
The next location will allow units to take advantage of the tunnel to navigate, shielding them in the event of oncoming fire. Direct the contingent to the target position.
Alright, move strike craft to position beyond the tunnel. Okay. So I'm going to select all of my strike craft, and they want me to go tunnel entrance. Okay. Position beyond the tunnel. Destination is over there. Okay. Alright, so I'll just right click this destination. Hopefully they go there. Here they come.
Adjusting plot. TMC set. Position 2.
Some of them are going in the tunnel. Some of them are going around. I hope it's okay.
Location secured.
Okay.
No hostiles detected.
None
Move
detected.
the contingent of recon ships to the designated area above to gain cover and a vantage point.
Alright, so we'll give them some cover. And we're just going to activate the movement disk. And we will select the destination. Well, here. We're going to move away. I'm not sure I'm far enough away. We need to move really high up there.
Move the strike craft
That looks
to
good.
the new location.
Yeah, it does. Morning stars. I always like end up playing, with the original, just kind of watching it, just watching the gracefulness of the ships flying around.
Hostiles are intercepting a friendly carrier.
Uh-oh.
Must provide aid.
All right, we need to destroy all hostile targets. Okay, we will. All right, so here I'm going to do a little bit of work. I'm going to select all of my units. Now I'm going to go to the interceptor group, and we're going to go into the cross formation, and with them selective aggressive stance. That's correct. And I'm just going to bounding box those jerks over there, and then I'm going to select my other group, and Delta is no good. We're going to go with the claw. And then we will select and we will unpause. And I think they'll go get that.
The enemies now.
Oops. Pushed the wrong button there. Okay, yeah, I didn't really tell them to attack. I, made the bounding box, but I don't think I told them to do it. Okay, so I have this group selected, for example. Go. Oh, pause. You guys, X formation, that looks sweet. You go here. All right, there we go. Everybody's coming. So they're attacking this carrier. It's taken some damage, but what we're going to do is
Go for interceptor. Closing on strike craft. Take it out. Engaging strike craft.
we're going to overcharge the interceptors so that they can just lay these things, just absolutely blow them away.
The combat effectiveness of an engagement force is often directly proportional to its ship composition, size, and ability to focus fire on an enemy. Cannon fire and missiles travel through real space and will collide with obstacles. Positioning ships behind large objects or behind other larger ships such as the mothership can significantly blunt the effect of certain enemy assaults. Lock is good.
Do it.
Got it into receiving. That's it.
So I might not want to be hitting their torpedo frigates, but I am.
Break and roll out. Send message.
Take out the frigates.
Watch your break.
Sick.
Ship destroyed.
All right, here. Get them.
Enemy frigate.
Look at these formations. Looks so good. All right, here comes. You got a claw and you got an X. Uh-oh. My resource controller.
That did it.
Oh, man, we're annihilating him now.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Into it.
All right, I'm going to get some real slow-mo on this last group of idiots. All right, let's see how this happens. You see, right here, these guys are like, yeah, we're going to take down their SCV, and we're like, oh, yeah? Look at this. Check out the X formation and the claw coming in ready. Now, give me the interceptors. Overcharge is still on cooldown, so we're not going to be able to use it, but that's okay. I'm going to watch it like this. Take them down. All right. Here they come.
Tracking's in and out. Going manual.
They aren't even bothering to defend themselves. It's pretty funny. They're just all in on this resource controller. All right, that was absolute annihilation. This ship has taken some damage. All right, we are down.
Ready to copy.
There is one ship left. Everybody on it. Oh, no, it switched its attention over here, actually. You guys get it? Speeding it up. Oh, yeah.
Combat operation successful.
extremely successful.
We have now practiced all the techniques necessary for our main operations.
Great.
You may exit basic combat training, or remain for instructions on more advanced operations.
I mean, advanced operations seem good. Yeah, man. Give me the advanced tutorial. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Orders, such as movement directives, can be queued. Ships will carry out these orders in sequence, though orders such as attacking or using special abilities will prevent further orders from queuing.
Okay.
Queue several orders now.
All right. Issue any order via an ability button or by pressing right on a target. Before the selected unit complete the initial order, press and hold Shift before issuing a new order to add it to the queue. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have all these people selected, and we're just going to like have them move, you know, I'll click over here and just say, hey, can you guys go over here, for example. And then I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to give some other orders. I'm just going to be like, hey, can you actually go over here, and then over there.
Finally, friendly ships can be assigned to a group for quick reference in and across the battlefield.
Okay. Control groups are used to assign an arbitrary selection to a hotkey for quick reselection in the future. Press Control 1 through Control 0 to assign the current selection to the key combo pressed. Performing this key combo with no units selected clears the relevant control group. Press and hold Shift when setting a control group to add units to the group instead of replacing them, and then press 1 through 0 to select the units. Press and hold Shift when selecting a control group to add the control group's contents to the current selection. Okay. And then Control and minus to remove the selected units from any control group. Okay.
Assign one or more ships to a control group.
Sure. So what I'm going to do is just going to make these interceptors control group 1.
Once assigned, a control group can be quickly found across the battlefield and can be useful while attempting to manage several different battles at once.
Send transmission.
Uh-huh.
A ship can even belong to several control groups for very fine control over the fleet. Some ships are capable of laying mines, providing support via area denial.
Unit mine laying. Some units are capable of laying mines, as he just said. Mines are laid in open space instead of upon a surface. Once laid, proximity sensors automatically detonate if a hostile target is detected nearby. Mines can be laid in one of 3 unique patterns. The box and sphere patterns result in mines laid in a cluster around a designated target point. The wall pattern results in mines laid in a planar wall created from the ship's starting position and a designated target point. To lay mines, activate the ability of the relevant shape to lay mines in, then select a target point using the movement disk. In the case of the wall pattern, the distance and height difference relative to the selected unit determines the area of the pattern. Mines have a limited lifespan. Once laid, mines will remain armed and active for a few minutes. After this time is up, the mine auto-detonates regardless of whether there are any hostile targets nearby. Now, I don't know if there's friendly fire from mines.
Any pattern.
I mean, I hope not. Select one of the mine laying patterns, then designate a target location with left using the movement disk. All right, so I need to select the mine layer over here, and I'm going to focus on him. All right, it's this big guy, and then we're going to, you know, do a mining sphere, and we'll just kind of put it over there. Oh, right, sorry. Here, go here, and then put it right there. There it goes.
Roger, Command. Arming proximity mines.
It's going to put this mine over here.
Lay a group of mines using any of the available patterns.
Oh, we will. There he goes. The mine layer. Lay that mine layer.
It takes time to lay mines. If a ship laying mines is interrupted at any point, any existing mines will be active, but the shape may not have full coverage. Ensure mine-laying ships have enough time to allow for full pattern coverage.
Okay.
In some situations, persistent area denial or defense of a certain position is crucial for victory.
Unit turret deployment. Turrets are used as a more permanent and autonomous means of defending or denying an area. Turrets begin undeployed, capable of moving, but otherwise defenseless. Deploying turrets activates their weaponry, but immobilizes them. To deploy a turret, issue a deploy order to a solid surface, free of nearby objects or other obstructions. The turret will automatically move to and attach to the surface, to the target location. Turrets can only be deployed to a solid surface. They cannot be deployed in open space. Turrets can be redeployed without first undeploying them if desired. Simply issue a deploy order to a new location. Turrets can also be undeployed manually. Multiple turrets can also be deployed in rapid succession. To do this, press and hold the ability hotkey, then left-click multiple times while keeping the ability hotkey depressed. Okay.
Deploy a turret.
Activate the deploy ability and then designate a target location on a solid surface. Okay. So who has the turrets? Oh, this guy. That is a turret, actually. So I'll just zoom in on it. You can see it. And then I'm just going to... you can activate the deploy ability, which is down here, and it's T. Is that right? And I'll just kind of... Does it matter where I put it? Just anywhere? Put it right here.
Deploy any type of turret to a nearby solid surface.
And let's see. Is it going? There it goes.
Turrets can be redeployed without first undeploying them if desired. Simply issue a deploy order to a new location. Multiple turrets can also be deployed in rapid succession, allowing groups of turrets to quickly secure one or more locations. Multiple turret types exist. Select the one best suited to the situation and goals of the mission.
There it goes.
Congratulations. We've now reviewed all techniques required for effective fleet management.
Look at that turret. Initiate hyperspace. Okay. Initiate it. Oh, look. Look at that. That jump was sweet. Through the screen portal. Alright. So, we've completed the tutorial and are ready for the campaign. Let's go.
My name is Imogen Sajet. I am a scientist.
Isaac, Imogen. Private channel contact, do you copy?
Read you clean and clear, Command. Status of your synth cores?
I have been taught that history moves like the tide. A slow, inexorable movement. That the surf crashing on the beaches of time is an illusion. A momentary expression of change.
The cores feel good. Quantum conduit's green. It's their links with ship's power I'm less happy with.
Are you calling red?
Right now, that surf threatens everything I have ever known.
On any other day I would.
Did not catch that. Repeat, are you calling red?
Yesterday, my work made sense. I had a place that I earned.
No intel, I'm not. Startup should even out irregularities.
The synthetic hyperspace cores I designed were perfect, and I was to begin training a team of navigators. They were going to usher in a new age for my people, freeing us from reliance on ancient, unfathomable progenitor technology. Today, they are a means to an end. Today, I am being called into service as the only possible navigator of the Higaran mothership, Karkushan.
Stand by for mothership main sequence initialization. Here we go.
Its sister ship, the Kar Sajuk, disappeared 20 years ago in a region of space known as the Anomaly, along with our original hyperspace cores and my mentor, Karen Sajet.
Only forward. Switching to open channels.
And now, I alone am left to solve the equation.
I am declaring launch enabled. Cautiously.
I will be bound into the Karkushan, merged with the ship in both body and mind. Will I even still be me after the procedure? I don't know.
My boards match. I concur. Launch enabled. Power is internal.
There is no more time for training. No more time for preparation. We've been ordered to launch. My entire life has been study, analysis, planning. Today, the galaxy is burning. My name is Imogen Sajet. I am Fleet Command.
It's kind of a scary, like, Ghost in the Shell suspension they got her in there. I wasn't expecting that.
Standing by to begin calibration.
Silent, it really is, right?
Karkushan is on station. Fleet control systems loadout commencing now. Sensors. Control. Objectives. Resource. Build and research. Launch. Selection. And channel command.
All right. So,
Fleet intelligence online. Status report.
High-end operations looking better, but I have half dozen software constructs going into chaos spirals. Give me 5 minutes to clamp down the logic loops.
Would be better in 2, Command. Are we mission capable?
Sorry, Intel, but I've got reds and resourcing systems right now. There's nothing to check flow with. We need to harvest something, anything.
How is that just coming up now?
I'm doing what I can with what we've got. I don't even have a full construction bay yet.
Understood. Higaran Command, this is the Karkushan. Initiating comms. Link Beta, Beta, Iota 2-0.
Acknowledged. Comms locked. Gamma Beta Omega 2-4. Proceed.
Secure comms established. Kushan proceeding to Resource Storage Area Alpha.
all right.
Sensors Manager online. I will monitor sensor data and manage all mission objectives. Move the mothership into the designated area to begin testing.
Okay. Sure. You know, it's interesting. We're not in space. We're, just a few hundred feet off the ground here. Okay. So I'm going to take the mothership, which I have selected, and just kind of move it right there.
There, relocate.
Cycle all weapon batteries.
Flight maneuvers engaged. Engine capacity ramping to maximum.
Propulsion operating within specs. Even at ammo, check that box, it's good.
Confirmed. Positional tracking verified.
Karkashan Higara. Area is clear. Resolve your resourcing issues as soon as possible. We need you mission functional.
We're going to get mission functional.
Karkashan, this is Resource Controller Alpha 12.
RCA 12, Karkashan. Transfer confirmed. Good to have you.
Order the resource controller to begin harvesting operations.
Okay. Collect resources. Alright, so
Controller here, go ahead.
got the resource controller. I'm just going to give him the H command. And
Position noted. Moving now.
yep, here's the resources.
Updating as needed.
So they're going to come over here and get this
I've done this a few times.
for us automatically. And we'll watch them work. It's pretty sweet how this works. So they launch these little guys out. And these dudes go pick stuff up.
Monitoring. Any update on our absent production module?
Waiting on a solve from Higaran Command. You'll be second to know.
I need to be first to know. Alright, so they're collecting resources. Good.
Meeting successful, but we've got no flow-through fleet.
Copy engineering. I have code agents in your system. There's some sort of back pressure pre-storage.
Wait. I got it. Thanks, Command.
Alright. So they're getting the resources. They're putting them in there. Looks like we got them.
My boards now show full flow to fabricators. Nice work, engineering.
Full flow.
Higara Command. Resourcing issues resolved. Permission to test combat systems.
Granted. Recommend testing both combat production and command.
Drones will conduct simulated attack runs on the mothership. Set the mothership's stance to aggressive. This will activate the Karkushan's defense turrets and begin the test.
Alright. Aggressive. So these little Purina drones are going out and we're going to blow them away.
The mothership is under simulated fire. Hull defense guns are active and engaging targets.
Get them.
Telemetry looks good, Intel.
Don't mess with Mom, indeed. She's got a cable in her brain. She's having a tough day.
Mothership hull turrets calibrated. Objective complete.
RU's flowing to support fabricators. Strikecraft production is optimal as it's going to be until we get a full capacity production module.
Bring our recon squadron to full strength. Prepare to engage target drones.
Alright, they want me to build recon strike craft. Okay, so first I have to research it. You can see we don't really have that many resources.
Team 7, there's a reverse manifold installation and resource transfer conduit 136. You've got 30 seconds before I start thinking about whose fault that was.
Not my fault. Alright, and
Research complete.
they wanted to build 5, so we're gonna shift click to build 5, and we're building them. And the mothership should spit them. There they go. Alright, we got one coming out there.
Combat telemetry. Stand by to receive data.
Telemetry standing by.
Alright, so they're lining up.
Recon production complete.
Target drones have been positioned ahead. Engage with the recon fighters.
Alright,
Let's do this by the books. Nothing fancy.
by the books. So I selected military with F4 and then just drew a banding box with control left click. And our dudes should take this out. We'll go to aggressive stance.
All right,
We don't even have a formation, which is kind of funny. We're just going regular.
Target destroyed.
It's really interesting to see the way that the ship battles play out when you actually have depth, because you can see the surface of the planet because we're not that high up. You know, if you're in space, sometimes it's hard to really appreciate what's going on, but we've got clouds, we've got the surface. Looks good.
Let's see if we can bring our birds home.
Bring the birds home. Okay. So
Land guidance implemented. Landing bay 1 and 2 now cleared.
I just clicked G, or click the button, and then they're going to go dock on Mom. The Mom ship.
Mothership.
Focused on the mothership. Here they come. It really is, Siloam. I mean, the lighting off of the mothership, it's amazing.
Hangar teams report successful docking operations. All tests complete. Mission accomplished. Higara Karkushan, the mothership is continuing.
Karkushan, this is Higara Command Actual. There's a situational update.
Soban? What do you mean? Situational update. That's the guy I met in the tutorial.
Intelligence Officer Paktu.
Sir?
Consider this briefing to be under the Sunrise on Carrick protocols. There will be no more communication from Higara, and you are to remain calm silent until mission completion.
What?
Acknowledged.
We are in the middle of an unfolding crisis. No matter what you may have heard, I assure you, it's worse.
Uh-oh.
The following events occurred simultaneously across multiple major systems, adjacent to the anomaly region.
Sins and sinners.
We don't really know what happened to Karen and her fleet. Just that they disappeared, and the anomaly stopped spreading. Until now. We believe these events were deliberate attacks, and that they and the anomaly are linked.
Hyperspace has been weaponized.
Every simulation we've run results in the total collapse of galactic civilization.
This must be stopped. First, we need you to access Facility 315, where a prototype production module and supplies are in storage.
We have traced the gate power flow to the Noctua 27 system, which appears to be the focus of the anomaly.
You will make best speed to the Noctua 27 system. Is that understood?
Understood.
Until the protocols are lifted, nowhere is safe.
Are you certain?
Admiral out.
Sir. Confirmed, Higara.
Sitchinsaw, are you sure this is the optimal path? This ship is not ready. I'm not prepared.
Imogen, the galaxy is not the laboratory. Karen knew this, and it allowed her to succeed where other Sajets might have failed.
I'm not Lady Karen.
You must see in yourself what countless others do. My precious granddaughter.
Can you get us there?
Yes. Generating initial nav equations now. Hyperspace jump protocols initiated. Lowering damping fins. Funneling navigation construct to course. Course. Spooling to speed. All hands, prepare for hyperspace jump. On my mark. 3, 2,
Is that a flying person? Oh, it's... Oh, yeah, she flies.
I don't... This isn't... Where am I? Intel, this is Fleet Command. Please come in. Does anyone read me? Sans and sinners, how did I get here?
That was strange. Very small island.
Your vitals are spiking, Command. Are you still mission capable?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally...
The jump, it wasn't what I anticipated. But the equation balanced out.
You have that right. It was by the numbers.
Numbers never lie. Hyperspace complete. Real space coordinates acquired.
Okay, we're in space. Didn't they say that Intel couldn't talk to me anymore? Or that we could just... Anyway, whatever. What do they want me to do?
We are currently in close proximity to the Unmanned Storage Facility 315, where we will load our production module.
Loading it.
With this module on board, we will be able to conduct unlimited combat operations.
That sounds good.
We need to recon and establish a secure area of operations.
Okay.
Construct probes and deploy them at these marked locations.
All right. Let's probe it. We're going to build. We're going to research probes.
Probe production complete.
Oh, no, I already have it researched. Okay, never mind. Just do some more of them. All right, so where's my probe? All right.
Probe ready.
Probe 1. Hit this.
Probe is away.
Probe 2.
Waypoint set.
You gotta go over there.
Location.
Probe 3, where are you going? Down here.
New position. There.
Course plot confirmed. Gunnery main...
Oh, no, mothership. You don't need to move,
We
sorry.
must establish a close combat patrol to protect the mothership during transfer. Deploy recon strike craft to the locations indicated.
Okay. So we need to...
We can collect resources from the surrounding area to construct additional forces.
Alright. Recon strike craft 1, 2, 3. Did I deploy the probes? Are they still moving?
Dispatch probes to the target areas.
I thought I did. Where's my probes? Here. Where are you? You're just sitting here? Alright, well, can you go over here?
Probe launching.
Deploy recon strike craft to each target area.
Okay, okay. This is my recon strike craft. Karma, good evening, my friend. Yeah, exactly. Not quite an island at all. Not a place you want to spend a lot of time.
Send message.
Recon. Recon.
Coordinates confirmed.
Recon. Oh, no, that's the probe. Sorry, here, you go over there instead.
Sending scan vector. Destination confirmed.
I have a probe,
Probes
it just didn't go to the right place, I think.
All probes in position.
There you go.
The outer perimeter has been established. Objective complete.
First sector clear.
Acknowledged. Continue your sweep.
Command, don't forget about the recon strike craft's overburners. Good for getting out of trouble fast. Or into it.
That's right.
Outer perimeter established. Objective complete.
Alright.
No movement detected in the AO. Move the mothership to the indicated coordinates and prepare to initiate loading procedures.
Alright.
This is command.
We're going to take the mothership, and they want us to go here.
New heading. Move
You
us
got
out.
it. We'll move the
Damage
mothership,
control
alright.
standby.
Move complete.
That is a big ship. Takes a second to get this baby maneuvered. There it goes. Yeah, Silo, it does. That's a good point.
Relocate the mothership to the transfer point.
Dude, I'm doing it. It's just slow.
The mothership is in position. Transmitting activation codes now. The mothership's assets are in stable hibernation. Status, green. The station recognizes the Karkushan.
Good. It better.
Initiating transfer. She's all yours, engineering.
Confirm, Command. Transfer protocols going smoothly. Tracking is good. She's lined up. Let's park this thing. Attention, main hangar personnel. Stand by to receive. Automated transfer path engaged. ETA 5 minutes till hard capture. That's as fast as it moves, Command.
So, Karma, that's a good question. They sort of do. Uh-oh. What's this? Are those bad guys, like, emerging from hiding? That's not good. We got some baddies.
Combat alert. Unidentified units in the AO are unresponsive and have been flagged as hostile. Prepare to engage. Weapons free.
So, I don't know if he's necessarily above her. I think it seems like he is. In this one, Imogen is like brand new. This is her first time ever doing this. So it might just be virtue of the fact that she's like a rookie and she's never linked up or done this before, and she kind of like is unsure of herself, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, so we need to engage the hostiles. So I'm going to select all my buddies, and we're going to zoom in over here, and we're going to just kind of draw a bounding box. I think those are the only baddies.
We've detected several more hostile signatures in the sector on
Oh,
attack
God.
vectors. Produce additional strike craft to better defend against incoming hostiles.
I think I was trying to move the camera to get a better look, and I accidentally... I'm going to go aggressive. I think I took down their... There we go. Their command. And they want us to produce additional strike craft. Okay. The only strike craft I have are the recon. Sadly. I don't have any resources anyway. Okay, are you guys fighting or what? Did I not give you the command? Hit him! I must have not selected that correctly.
Enemy strike craft. Break and defend.
Yeah, I have no resources. I don't know if I was supposed to
Another enemy wave is approaching.
gather resources?
Ship destroyed.
We're on aggressive, though, so they should kind of do their own thing here. Do I have a resource controller?
Command, your vitals are all over the place. Are you injured?
I can hear them all.
What?
Every ship lost. Their screams. Their prayers. Their curses. All of it.
Imogen, Sands and Sinners, you have to push through it.
Attention, main hangar deck. Stand by to receive.
Compartmentalizing now.
Alignment looks good. Registration's good. Begin capture protocols. Soft capture. Hard capture. Confirmed. Power coupling engaged. Control lines green. Integration complete.
Uh-oh.
Good work, people.
The mothership feels complete. Thank you, engineering.
Interceptor fabrication templates installed and ready for immediate production.
Good timing. The Raider threat is getting serious. Build interceptors and take out the Kalen pursuit fighters. Facility 315 has released resources during the transfer.
Okay, I was going to say, I was like, when are you expecting me? I don't have any resources. So I don't know how to do what you're asking me to do. Okay, so eventually I'll get some resources from the facility to research the interceptors. I gotta tell you what, Karma, it's been so long since I've played the first Homeworld that none of the way that the narrative is shaping out bothers me.
Alert. Another enemy wave is approaching.
Have you identified the enemy yet, Intel?
I have. Confirmed aggressors are Kalen pirates. Fought them before. They like to hit and run. When they look like they're giving up, they aren't. Keep your guard up.
Alright, so I think maybe I was supposed to, at some point, have told my resource controller to collect stuff.
Ready to copy.
They didn't directly give me that order, so I should have known to do that. I didn't even notice when they deployed it, like that it was out. So I'm probably going to have to restart because I didn't realize I was supposed to be using this guy immediately to gather stuff. I was just kind of like following along and concentrating. So they've kind of stopped telling you about everything that you need to do.
Moving on target.
I don't think I have enough ships left.
More strike craft on approach. Stay alert.
Reactors in overload. Good shot. Ops, controller. We are in position. Collectors are active.
Enable interceptor production so we can begin.
No, I know. Okay, let me restart. It has cannons, but I guess they're not close enough to the ship.
Combat alert. Unidentified units in the AO are unresponsive and have been flagged as hostile. Prepare to engage. Weapons free.
Okay. So I'm going to pause the game immediately so I can actually gather resources. Okay, so I'm going to select the resource controller.
Controller here. Go ahead.
It kind of feels like that, Silo. And I'm going to tell them to go get stuff. Alright, so get the resources, and hopefully they'll do that.
Position noted. Moving now. Reduce close rate.
We've detected several more hostile signatures in the sector on attack vectors.
Yeah, the mothership does have its deck guns and everything set up, and it's on aggressive. So if the ships got close enough, it would be fine. And we're just going to go ahead and go get them.
Produce additional strike craft to better defend against incoming hostiles.
Go with ops. Controller lead. Operations underway.
So these are bad ships right here. And this is what they're fighting. So the red ships coming in are hostile. And they're all over the place.
Alert. Another enemy wave is approaching.
All collectors, push capacity limits.
Recon production complete.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting resources in.
Command, your vitals are all over the place. Are you injured?
I can hear them all.
What?
Every ship lost. Their screams. Their prayers. Their curses. All of it.
Imogen, Sands and Sinners, you have to push through it.
Attention, main hangar deck. Stand by to receive.
Compartmentalizing now.
Alignment looks good. Registration's good. Begin capture protocols.
Have you identified the enemy yet, Intel?
I have. Confirmed aggressors are Kalan pirates. I've fought them before. They like to hit and run. When they look like they're giving up, they aren't. Keep your guard up.
Soft capture. Hard capture. Confirmed. Power coupling engaged. Control lines green. Integration.
Alright, so I've researched the upgrade.
The mothership feels complete. Thank you, engineering.
Interceptor fabrication templates installed and ready for immediate production.
Good timing. The Raider threat is getting serious. Build interceptors and take out the Kalan pursuit fighters.
Alright, interceptors getting researched.
Facility 315 has released resources during the transfer. Use resource controllers to collect.
Recon production complete.
Alright, so he said use resource controllers to collect. So maybe I should build some. I like how you can like queue up, you know, at the mothership. You can produce multiple units at a time. They have their own little bars filling up, basically. So I can make another resource controller if I want. But I don't know if I should. I did. I made another one.
Enemy ship destroyed. Good drop.
Recon production complete.
More strike craft on approach. Stay alert. Build a squadron of interceptors.
I did. Oh, they want 20.
Recon
Okay.
production complete.
I'll try to make 20. Also, by the way, I think it's sweet. Like, look at this. I queued up 20 interceptors, and you can see I don't have enough resources. Like, I'm in the red by negative 2,300. But they let you queue it up anyway, and then I assume if I can, you know, magically gather enough resources... oops, don't make any more of these. I meant to select the resource collectors, not produce them. Let's see, where are my resource collectors? Are you one? That's Recon.
Recon here.
Yeah, that's just a regular ship that we made. Let me find the resource collectors. Here we go, resource controllers. Go ahead and everybody just gather. That should work. And I'm going to select all my military units and just kind of zoom out, and looks like bad guys coming from over there. So military units should be going in. Wait, I'm sorry, I got it. F4. Yeah, the ship is attacking right there.
Stand by.
Aggressive stance for all of these.
Pursue and destroy.
So we don't have any resources, so we have to wait to make these interceptors, but we should start gathering them.
Recon here.
Resource controller complete and ready for operation.
Maintain production of interceptors.
I am. We're just waiting for the resources to gather, but they're getting them. You could see them down here.
Enemy strike craft closing fast. No evasions.
Resource controller complete and ready for operation.
Set transmission.
Alright, so hopefully they're all gathering now.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, so here's the battle out here. Okay. Yeah, now that I have people...
Sensors quiet. All
There we
hostile
go.
units eliminated. Objective complete.
Now that I had people getting resources, it wasn't as bad.
Intel, you may have spoken too soon. Capital class hyperspace signature detected.
Okay, that's bad. Wow, look at that. Look how the hyperspace cut into the asteroid right there. That's pretty sweet. You know how, like, in Star Wars, they worry about, like...
Just did to that
You could...
shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, exactly. You could jump into a star, you know, like Han Solo talks about. But it's like they just cut their way through. So their destination didn't matter.
Kalen pirate carrier in the AO. Defend the mothership.
Alright, I see it. We're going to pause. Okay. So let's open build research. We're still building interceptors. You can see, here's all of our resource collectors. When we push spacebar, you can see the diamonds where the resource collectors are. Here's our units over here, and here's the big bad boy. So we're going to select everything.
Systems go. Send.
It does look like that, Xylem. Alright, and I guess we'll tell our people to attack the pirate carrier. Now, I don't know if I should... I think I might just wait a bit with my fleet so that we can get more ships built. So that when I go out there to fight...
Pirate carriers don't directly engage Higaran forces often.
Oh.
But don't underestimate their strength.
I'm underestimating it.
Recon production complete.
Okay, I'm making some recon ships too, just to add even more firepower here. Now, I don't know if I did... It made another resource collector. Did I do that? I thought I only... It keeps like... I feel like it keeps adding resource controller, and I'm not... I don't recall telling it to do that. I mean, it's okay, but... anyway. Okay. I have an idle resource controller, so I'm going to tell it to gather stuff. And then now it's no longer idle.
Recon production complete.
So here comes their carrier. You can see all their junk that they've got with it. Alright.
A large wave of enemy forces are inbound. Make ready.
Uh-huh. We're going to go this way. Here, just go. Move everybody over. Get everybody together.
Recon production complete.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get all my ships built. Oh, okay, they're coming in from all sides. Alright.
The mothership has the upper hand. Vector interceptors onto the raider carrier.
Go.
Full burn intercept.
I'm sending everybody.
Fleet. Enemy carrier has close range. Turrets. Intercept. Fix.
Interceptor construction successful. Objective complete.
Alright, so we did that.
Enemy carrier on range. Engage carrier now. Yes.
I kind of want to watch this carrier fight in slow motion. See how we do. I like how they went with the desert camo here on their pirate carrier. Very nice. So they're coming back around with more. I'm just going to build a ton of interceptors. And recon. Let's just keep going. I've got so many resources. I don't want to run out. Alright, I'm going to tell my people to use Overburner. Let's go. Oh, we need the interceptor upgrade, overcharge. Yep, do that, all of it. So I'm kind of just focusing all fire on the carrier. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely they accept parlay. Their hideout is probably a desert planet. Very sneaky. I'm not doing a ton of damage to it, but I'm sending everybody over at this thing. Make stance aggressive. So I've got some other ships over here that I just sent. Alright. Boy, this is a massive space battle right here. Alright, I'm going to speed it up. Half speed. Now, I don't know if anything that I'm doing is smart or not. Like, they told me to just focus on the carrier. So that's what I'm doing, but, you know, as far as the actual strategy goes,
Production complete.
I don't know if it's more like what you want to do is, you know, have your recon ships take out this squadron, and then maybe your interceptors go after this other type of ship.
Upgrade complete.
I'm just sending everything.
Reporting critical damage.
Overcharge it. Get him. My God.
Receiving. Taking heavy damage.
We got him down to 50% though.
Recon production complete.
Just build more and more. Just as many as you can make. Oh, it looks like I can only maintain 50 strike craft. So even if I wanted to build more, there is no more to build.
Alert. We are losing strike craft.
That's alright.
The Raider carrier is charging its hyperdrive.
Everybody on it. Hit it. Aw, it made it.
The Raider carrier is withdrawing.
Alright, so we're...
Typical. They're fleeing to lick their wounds.
I'm just going to put everybody on aggressive, and then we should...
The main Kalen attack force poses a major threat to the facility. We can't leave them behind. Engage and destroy before we leave the sector.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry about it. Where are these ships going? Oh, they're like swooping back around. Okay.
Interceptor production complete.
Take them down. You gotta love missions like this where it's like they just give you nearly unlimited resources, so you could just make
All hostiles in this sector have
as
been
many
eliminated.
ships as you want.
Mission objectives complete.
Heck yeah.
Go for recon.
The mothership's production assets have been installed and are now operational. Engineering is working hard to integrate new production modules, but for now, current shipbuilding options remain limited. The Kalen Raiders we encountered are the last remnants of a Tidani vassal state, so it's no surprise that they still hate us, and that their carrier was an older, obsolete design.
Obsolete or not, hyperspacing through a solid object, that shouldn't be possible. How did they learn to do that?
We have to assume the worst. That whoever is orchestrating the hyperspace attacks and the anomaly are outfitting and enhancing these raiders to stop us. We need to get to the Noctua 27 system as fast as possible.
If we can access the Kessera Gate, I should be able to get us to our destination undetected.
Optimal strategy, Command. Well done. And I was impressed to see you getting a handle on combat. You had me worried after that first encounter.
I'm still struggling with it all. The losses. But I don't want to forget them.
May the burden remain.
Sorry?
It's an old Pactu saying. Even in victory, there is loss. Forget that, it's to forget them. May the burden remain.
May it remain. I'm plotting a course to cross the Great Boreal Sea in a single jump, setting quantum waveform damping fins to maximum. Stand by.
Oh, we're back to that sandbar. Hey, good evening, Russell. I don't, but it sounds like a fun mod.
Focus, child. Bend hyperspace to your desires.
This must be neural failure. Multi-reality personality reintegration.
Impose your will. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door!
Focus, Imogen. Hyperspace complete.
Your vitals are spiking again, Command. Are you okay?
Yes, having a minor glitch in the navigation system, Intel. It keeps taking me by surprise, but I should be able to iron it out with the next jump.
Iron it out.
Understood, Command. Keep me in the loop.
Oh, we'll keep you in the loop.
Wait, something is wrong here. The gate is offline. Initiating diagnostic scans.
Man, look at that ship.
This
Good
gate
God.
wasn't shut down by the anomaly or random damage. It's been deliberately sabotaged.
3 gate control modules, or GCMs, have been disconnected. All 3 must be reconnected to charge the primer and ignite the gate. The first GCM is located here. Use resource controllers to connect this gate control module.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that.
This is a very large AO. Recommend putting our strike craft into groups to improve command and control.
Alright, I'll do that as well. So let's just go ahead and pause it for a moment. Look at our... We have a lot of strike craft. So if I select recon, I have 30 recon. So I'll make recon
Group
1.
Assigned.
And then I have 20 interceptors. And I kind of wish I had more interceptors than recon, but what can you do? I'm going to select all my resource controllers and immediately get these dudes gathering resources. And, oh no, they have to actually... Well, I told them to gather resources. I wonder if... No.
Every progenitor gate has data spires. With a bit of reprogramming, we can use them as large sensor receivers.
Good idea. Adding marker now. Recommend deploying strike craft to interface with the data spire immediately.
Going for it. It really looks amazing. I mean, look how huge this is. And all the ship trails, the formations being maintained. Even the, the resource controllers look sweet. They're going to do their own little job.
Ops, did you track that hostile signal? Was there for a moment, then nothing.
Raven flight. Signal is consistent with ships flying in close proximity to terrain structures. Stay on alert.
Alright, we're capturing the data spire. And this guy's getting these resources here.
Gate control module and power node alignment green. Overrides look good.
Looking good.
Stand by. Almost there. Capture in 3, 2, 1. Capture. Couplings detached. Done deal. We're moving out.
Move out.
Gate control module online. Primer sequence start. 7% and holding.
All right.
Data Spire captured. Stand by for sensor integration. And Data Spire online. Objective complete. Nice hack, Command.
Thanks, Intel.
All right. So now...
Structure scans show a viable module location ahead.
The second GCM is located here.
Okay.
Scout the location and establish a safe area of operations.
Mothership ready for speed increase upgrade. Just let us know when you want to initiate fleet command.
All right. Scout the control node. Okay.
There's another one. Raven 232, did you see that?
Do I want to build probes? Uh-oh, bad guys. These jerks again.
More Kalen raiders detected. Engage and destroy. We must protect our assets.
Oh, we'll protect our assets, all right. Okay, so let me select my idle resource controller and just... Well... I actually don't want them to be selected because I don't want them to fly off into some area where they can get blown away. So let's just have... let me see, where's the bad guys? Right here? Okay. So I have currently my recon, and we're going to go with the sphere formation. Hit him. And then you guys can do the claw formation. Hit him. And we'll unpause the game. Now, hopefully...
Proximity to or within the gate structure will prohibit sensor visibility.
Caution, resource controller taking damage.
Hey, stop hitting my resource controller. That's rude.
Fleet, the raiders are retreating.
Recommend caution. Check 6.
Alright.
That did it.
Take him down.
Intel called it. Ambush.
Ambush? Alright, let's pause. Let's see, where's his ambush? Oh, everywhere. Okay, right behind us. Indeed. Okay. So you could see the baddies coming up also from behind. No problem. I have a bajillion resources, so I'm at max strikecraft, but I'm going to queue up a ton of interceptors and make a few probes. We can upgrade the mothership. Oh, to speed up the mothership? Yeah, that's great. I'll research that. I have so many resources. I should be doing everything. Alright, I'm going to go in and unpause it now. So all of my ships, like, they're on aggressive. So even though they're trying to ambush us, we have so many ships that I don't think that they're going to be even remotely close to successful.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. Now, I have a resource controller, but it looks like it's being attacked. Yeah, they're back here blowing up my resource controllers. So I'm going to send the army here. And then where are my probes? Here we go. Can you guys go here?
Locking up strike craft.
Probe is away.
Now, I don't know if that counts as like scouting it out, but that's my plan. I'm going to go to my military units and focus on them. And here we go.
Immediate threat clear. Resuming standard combat protocols.
Asylum, I'm 100% with you. I mean, I think that this battleground just looks so awesome. And I'm not a person who's good.
Kalen pirates are using structural interference to cover their approach.
Yeah, they are. We can't see them.
Vector set, we're on the attack.
I'm not good at real-time strategy games, but this lets you pause it, and you could slow it down and stuff.
They're taking losses.
So it's not as bad. And I love how detailed the environments are and everything. It just looks fantastic. Alright, we're going to go over here. Even like this mode where you can more clearly see the battlefield, you know, just the essential stuff and not get caught up in everything else is fantastic. Alright. So I'm just going to kind of follow my ships as we scout out this other area. So there it is. Uh-oh, but there's another ship, bad ship over here. What's this dork up to? Is that a torpedo ship? Yeah.
Enemy missile frigate detected. Engage and destroy.
Alright, we will. But there's also bad guys all over here. So I'm going to take my recon ships and just kind of go over here. And I'm going to take my interceptors and hit the missile frigate. And I'm going to unpause the game. And then I'm going to tell my... we're going to overcharge.
I've fought these before. They can be deadly. Use terrain elements as cover.
See, so this is something I don't quite understand yet. The idea of, you know, playing a space battle game and using asteroids and terrain elements as cover. I can probably plot using, you know, waypoints, a strategic path behind this debris. I don't know if it will be necessary, but let's just see.
Ships in passive or neutral stance will use cover as much as possible.
Oh, okay, so they just will automatically do it for you if you change their stance. Okay, so let's go neutral then. Let's see. We should be obliterating this missile frigate.
These frigates carry most of their armor on their bow sections, and that leaves them weaker on their rear flanks.
Huh.
Attacks on their aft sections will do more damage.
Wow. Boy, that's interesting.
Caution, resource controller hull integrity at 75%.
They're shooting this resource controller. I didn't really mean to move them into this position just yet. It's okay. You can go over here for now. Just get out of the way. Alright, I'm going to tell my recon ships to come take out the frigate. I don't think there's any more... oh, yeah, there are. Okay. No. I see. No, I need to send my recon ships over here to protect this resource controller. So when you tell them to auto-harvest resources, they can go pretty far away from the mothership. So this is what's happening. They'll get it eventually. We could just build more, though. I'm not concerned about it.
Alert, resource controller integrity at 50% and falling.
I know. Got it.
Objective complete. Move a resource controller to the location indicated and reconnect the second gate control module.
Alright, cool. So I do have a resource control over here.
Warning, resource controller nearing critical. Hull integrity at 25%.
Here, go ahead and hit this. There you go.
Interceptor production complete.
So we might lose the resource controller. It's okay.
Resource controller is under fire.
My guys are over here fighting. Oh, the enemy's trying to capture this. Well, that's not cool. Here, get in there. Contested. Yeah, you're darn right it's contested. Alright, I'm gonna go back to aggressive.
The gate control module is ready to be reattached. Use a resource controller to capture it and place it back where it belongs, and then we will move on.
Yes, yes, yes. I thought I had done that. I'm gonna move these people over here again, just in case. I'll move them actually over here.
Rolling in for SO. Material site locked in. Collection underway. Receiving. Send transmission.
Group 2 reinforced.
Alright, I added all of my ships. Some of these guys need to dock. I'm going to dock my interceptors just to see if they heal. While it might not necessarily be important for them to be out right now. I don't know if that's going to work. What are you doing? Is that my resource guy down there? Are you getting it?
We need that gate control module reattached as quickly as possible.
Oh, okay. I was selecting the wrong thing. I was like selecting some area that the game that I thought was above that was the thing, but I needed to right click on this specific point. This guy like went down inside that pipe. He was like Ray scrapping a Star Destroyer down there. Alright.
We have positive capture lock.
Oh man, look at this guy. He's taking a little bit of damage. This guy's like, I'm about to die. Yes, you are.
Capture target set. Setting collectors to
Got it.
Second GCM placed. Nice work.
Uh-oh, bad guys.
Objective complete.
I'm gonna pause it. You can see a whole bunch down here. And over here. Okay. So, I need my second unit. They were docked, and I don't know if any of them heal, but I'm just gonna send them out here. And then my first unit, go get these guys.
Control module accepted. Gate primer charge increasing.
Increase it.
Enemy strike craft. Stand locked. Enemy strike craft closing fast. Go evasive.
Alright.
Targeting strike craft.
Caution, resource controller has been engaged.
I bet he has.
Group 1 suffering losses.
Did Group 2 come out yet? Yeah, they're out, but it's going to take them a while to get there. I told my guys to fly faster, the recon ships, so hopefully they can take out all the bad guys.
Intel, I'm starting to have serious concerns about what's been done to these gate control modules.
What do you mean?
I've spent half my life studying everything Karen Sajet learned about the Gate Network, and this level of sabotage would take me weeks to work out. Are these raiders known for their tech knowledge?
Not really. It's been my experience that Kalen Raiders' science policy is to hit a new piece of technology till it does what they want, or it breaks.
Direct hit. Ship destroyed. Good job. We're not gonna make direct hit.
Alright.
Recon production complete.
Sweet.
All you send.
This is the final active control module. Secure the area and dock the GCM. The mothership must be relocated to this position for gate entry.
Alright. Secure the final node. Okay.
Engineering here. Bomber production is now online.
Oh, we can make bombers.
Confirmed engineering. Begin bomber construction. This strike craft class unit is less maneuverable, but more effective against capital ships.
They'll give the missile frigates a hard time.
Finger off the trigger back there. On defensive. Centron. Controller is on the move.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the fleet bomber researched.
Be advised. Missile frigates on sensors. Recommend high-speed strike craft flybys, followed by rear and flank attacks.
Alright, so now it's getting complicated. So, like, what they're telling me to do is, like, here's a barrage frigate. So what they're saying is they want me to take my recon ships and fly by to distract them for my interceptors to come and do the aft damage. So we'll see if we can. Hit him. And then hit him. I don't know if this is going to work or not.
Thrust output to 11. Target locked. Engaging enemy frigate.
Research complete.
Alright.
Additional data spire detected.
Recon here. Channel range. Engaging.
Recon production complete.
Frigate closing. Shot.
So what's cool is I can actually have more strike craft, and each type of ship has a capacity. So what we're going to do is just try to build a full unit of fleet bombers and just keep everything queued up here. Alright, here we go.
Our strike craft are getting hit hard. Recommend we research a hull integrity upgrade and give our pilots more time in battle.
Okay. I mean, that sounds good. Alright, let me see back at the, way back here. I should have a bunch of these bombers. These are interceptors. Okay, so I've got interceptors selected. Alright, let me kind of pause it really quickly. And I'm going to swing back around and zoom in here. Okay, so I'm going to select all interceptors on the map, I believe, with control click. Oh, there should be more.
Awaiting orders.
2 has 18. There we go, 26. So that is now 2.
Group 2 reinforced.
And then 1, we're going to have...
Standing by.
Group 1 reinforced.
And then this will be 3.
Receiving.
Group 3 designated.
Okay, great. So the bombers are group 3. So let me go back over here, and we're capturing this data sphere. So let's just do that, and then we're going to send...
First batch of bombers rolling off the line.
Great.
Looking good.
Recon production complete.
So they have a couple of these frigates coming, but honestly, I'm going to tell my units to fly back over here. Now I'm doing this because I want to have the bombers.
Recon here.
Group 3 reinforced.
These are interceptors. There's 2 of them here. And there's 2 recon. Okay, so...
Scout on station.
Group 1 reinforced. 2 reinforced.
All right, so now I've got all the units that I have built selected, and now I'll bring them to bear.
Send message. Recon. Move complete.
So what they've been telling me is that if I want to take this out, I can move my recon ships in. Oh man, Siloam, Sins of a Solar Empire, the first one, was just an absolute blast for me. I really want to play the second one. I loved making the motherships, the one that like would shoot out the drone ships. Loved it. Loved leveling up your big ships in Sins of the Solar Empire. I thought it was such a fun game. I definitely might try it. Alright, so I'm going to bring my jerks over here.
Fleet, recon lead. We're on station.
Okay. So the idea is to have... Harpstar, what's up, my friend? I know. I remember Sins 1 when it was brand new, and I was like, oh my gosh, this game's amazing. It is. But I've never played 2, and I want to. All right, I'm going to bring them in.
Adjusting. Thrust to maximum. We're locked in. Updating with new spec from ops.
Now, I'm going to pause the game really fast because I want to make sure that I have all of the bombers possible selected. And over here, nah, we're still making a bunch. But there might be, these are probes. Yeah, there's no bombers left. We're still making everything. Okay.
Frigate locked, rolling in. Frigate in range. Engaging.
Alright. So here they go. Alright, so we obliterated this frigate. And that wasn't because of good strategy. That was just because of sheer firepower.
Our strike craft are getting hit hard. Recommend we research a hull integrity upgrade and give our pilots more time in battle.
I do want to do that. Oh, here it is. It's way up here. Strikecraft hull integrity. I should have done that. Sorry.
Hostiles cleared. Move a resource controller to the marked gate control module.
Okay. So I need somebody, one of my resource controllers, to go down here to the gate control module. Now that moved all of them, which I didn't need to do. Yeah, that frigate needed a lot more. Death Blossom, anything that... It could have made it stronger against me. I did not need that right there. Alright, full game speed. We're down there. We're losing a lot of cash. I'm sending all my other collectors to just go get resources. The first one should be coming here. I hope so.
Upgrade complete.
Sweet. Now, I don't know if that upgrade applies to already built ships. I hope so.
We need that gate control module reattached as quickly as possible.
Dude, I know you do.
Resource controller to the GCM immediately.
But you gotta wait. Look at this resource controller. It's trying. It's just slow. I wish I could make it go faster. There might not be any more resources to harvest on this map. Actually, I could see that pretty easily if I just do this. Yeah, it looks like there might not be. I know. You calm down, Intel. I've seen that banner before, and I don't like it. Get it. You better get it. I want to construct bombers, but I can't make any more because my strike craft is full. They don't give you enough capacity.
We need this gate in working order. Direct a resource controller to the marked GCM. Once we capture it, the resourcer will reattach the GCM to the gate system.
Dude, I know how this
Placing
works.
The last GCM will put the gate back in operation.
There it goes,
and
see?
we can use it to jump directly to Noctua 27.
That's what we're doing. I got you. This guy needs to get off my back. Spaceships don't move as fast as you'd like, buddy. There it goes. Dropping it in there.
Final GCM locked in.
Got
Mission
that right.
Completed. Command, activate gate when ready.
I know, Silent. Wouldn't it be cool?
Gate primer initiation sequence, start.
Priming it.
Preparing transit protocols.
Chickens, exactly. I missed that. I forgot.
Wait, short jump hyperspace signature detected.
Uh-oh.
I felt this waveform before. It's another raider carrier.
Oh. Fiddle-dee-dee.
This is Pack Leader Baldroka. I have demands of you, War Sage.
I'm the War Sage.
You, the one who fights for your quantum witch.
Enough riddles. If you want to negotiate, stand down.
No negotiations. Only truth.
What is truth? You're gonna shoot me?
I offer only once. You will leave here, Giant. Leave the God's Gate shut.
We are on a life or death mission to get
life. Where Higarans go, only death follows.
That's right, your death. You heard it. Alright, we need to defeat him. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna select my bombers, I'm gonna cloak them, and I'm just gonna send them right at you. And then I'm gonna set my interceptors at you too. And then I'm gonna have my recon ships go at your little tiny guys.
Neutralize the enemy raider carrier to ensure safe gate transit.
Oh, we're gonna ensure safe gate transit. Don't you even worry about that. Here it happens.
Enemy strike craft closing. Look alive.
Big old battle happening.
Good shot.
Oh boy.
Break defense. Single threat identified. Enemy
Bam.
fast and loose.
I'm using interceptor's ability.
We will not win a fight with the Higaran fleet.
No winning for us. No winning for you. Only survival in chains.
No one is putting Higarans in chains again.
My people are strong but few. Caught between an oblivious giant and a mad god.
Nailed. Direct hit.
A universe destroyed between wheels.
I'm ready for my break. Ready, set.
Does anyone know what this guy's talking about?
Enemy carrier on intercept. Keep steady and watch contact. Enemy carrier. Enemy carrier engaged. Recon.
Silum, I love Fiddle-dee-dee. It's like, it's so good.
My fathers
I don't know about your sons, but,
Raider carrier down. Clear the field of remaining hostiles and prepare for hyperspace.
Clean kill. Go for ETO. That's it. Engage all threats on block.
Priority alert. Strike craft suffering heavy losses.
Undead, Happy, good evening. Happy, you're so right. Like, we totally might be the baddies. We're like, shut up. We're gonna blow you up. And he's like, I'm just trying to tell you, you should keep this gate shut. No, we're opening the gate. And we're gonna kill you too. 100% the baddies. Alright. This thing's gotta go. Use all the powers. Use every special ability you have. Strike craft losses. We lose nothing. You can't be damaged. Look at that. They're in the V formation. That's never gonna work.
Hostiles eliminated. Sensors clear.
Maybe we have to go, like, sideways, Siloon.
Fleet-wide comms open. Attention all personnel.
That's the truth, Undead.
You have each just received a mission briefing. Contained within are the most up-to-date details about this morning's hyperspace attacks. Nothing is redacted, because I want you to know what is at stake. We have been tasked with finishing Karen Sajet and the 5th Fleet's mission. Discover the source of the anomaly, and stop it once and for all. I know we were expecting a simple shakedown cruise. Many of you are feeling overwhelmed, doubting yourselves. But ask yourselves this, Fleet. How does doubt stack up to Higaran training?
It stacks up pretty even.
Where does doubt hide on the most advanced mothership ever created by Higaran hands?
Well, there's a lot of shadowy
Who
spaces.
would follow a course laid by doubt when we already have the finest navigator of our generation?
She is good.
I have no doubt. We will succeed. Intel out.
All right. Motivational.
Do you truly believe that, Isaac?
Believe what?
What you just told the fleet.
Out there, in battle, doubt can kill you just as fast as hard vacuum. They need you to bury yours, so they can overcome theirs.
So we lie to them?
Whatever it takes to complete the mission. We have orders.
I don't know about that, Undead.
Stand by for gate commitment on my mark.
Heck yeah, Intel's got a lot of power. He's got all the information. He knows everything. Plus, he's been around. I mean, look at the grit, the salt and pepper.
Camping fins to gate transit configuration.
He's distinguished.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Mark it. Hey, Mystic, good evening, my friend.
Collision warning.
Full reverse.
Thrusters at 10%.
Engineering.
Just
Where's
fit.
the weakest point of a heavy freighter?
Right behind the nose section. It's all conduits and baffles.
Collision imminent.
Imogen.
She'll hold. Brace for impact.
We sliced through it.
Command, are you okay?
The mothership has sustained heavy damage. Contingencies enabled.
Don't worry, I took out the insurance policy. Oh my goodness. We did.
This is definitely not Noctua 27. Imogen, what's your status?
Damage assessment. Mothership life support and mainline subsystems screen. All other systems, minimal. Furthermore, 2 of our 3 synthetic cores are offline. 1 remains operational.
Understood, Command. We appear to be in a large debris field inside the nebula that is blocking our sensors. What's the status of the gate?
The gate has power down. It's dead.
Exactly, just a flesh wound. This guy's got a lot of screens he's looking at.
Gate ID indicates we're at Kala Terminus, an isolated gate on the ancient Outer Rim route.
It was one of the first gates lost to the anomaly.
Which means we are crippled deep in the territory of whatever has been shutting down the gate network.
The odds of this being a coincidence are minimal.
Do you think this is what happened to Karen and the Fifth?
There's no way to tell, Isaac. The wreck of the car said you could be in any of the nebula densities, and we would never know unless we crashed into her. Be advised, this interference is blocking sensors in the local area. We're blind and vulnerable.
The car Kushan has sustained severe hull damage. Build support frigates and initiate repairs to the mothership immediately.
Gotta fix the mothership.
Frigate production bays must be brought online.
Man, look at our sweet fleet. So we have this awesome defense system, and we have a bunch of resource controllers, but we're going to need to build some new stuff, support frigates that will heal us so we can repair the ship, because it looks a little rough. Yeah, Heathron, no other ships better come through, because we can't take much more. Well, everyone, I think this has been a really fantastic first look at Homeworld 3. This is my first time booting it up, obviously, and first time with the campaign. And once you get into this, I think the story, the cutscenes, the game's presentation, everything is really, really cool, and I'm excited about what I see here. It is indeed my bedtime, and I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for coming out to the stream to check out Homeworld. We will be back tomorrow with another new game or games if you're interested in stopping by. Yeah, Heathrun, this was a lot of fun. Siloom, Heathrun, Undead, Happy, Mystic, Jimmy, General, Karma, Chickens, Sad Cats. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Morning Stars, Oliver, Harpstar, everybody out there, take care. Have a great one.